Alright, so we're back and we're gonna be using Chris from now on, which is kinda cool that we get to use two characters in a single game. Uh, of course, to continue the story. It's kinda usual for Claire, because Claire on Resident Evil 2 had Leon with her, and now she has Chris. So, yeah. I don't think the first one kind of counts because, as I already explained before, the story is that whatever you use, if it's either Jill or Chris, the story just inverts itself, so it only counts with one of them. It's not like both of them were exploring the mansion, you know? Okay, I hope I remember what to do with this guy. These guns are really similar to the ones that Steve uses. This thing needs a battery. They run out of bullets really fast. They're pretty good, but as you can see, we barely shoot at 2 zombies and we're down to 92%. So I'm gonna try and use this one for minor enemies like that and leave the machine guns for something a lot more important. So this thing is blocked now. This area is gonna look different because if you recall, there was a self-destruct sequence going on, so the place is different now. We don't have access to the mansion or anything like that. And anything here, I think. Guess not. So as you remember, the guy was pushing the button of this thing, got into the secret passage. And in the cutscene, you can see there were some bullets. So if you go over here, there are. It was unusual to see that in the cutscene. I was like, what? How can I use those bullets? But when you use Chris, you just go like, oh, okay. And there are things that before we didn't get, which now we can. You got stuff here. I left in the box a bunch of first aid sprays and a bunch of herbs for Chris because I know that he needs them more than Claire. I knew that the monster that I faced on the roof is a really tough one, and I could have died, but you know, fortunately I got through it. I know that I got through it poisoned. Oh crap. You scare me, a little bastard. I didn't kill these guys on my practice run. They don't go away. They just stay here, and every time you come here, they're all over the place. Damn it. I knew that there was another one. Okay. So they shouldn't bother us, like ever, I hope. So yeah, Chris needs the Chris needs the healing a lot more than Claire, because his side of the game is tougher, and we're gonna need all the healing that we can get. Put some stuff in the box. As you can see, we got plenty. I like to do the whole combination thing, even though some people prefer to have the blue one separate from everything else so that they can use it specifically for healing themselves from poison. But I don't do that because I think that when you're poisoned you still lose some health. And it's very unusual for you to not end up having to use an herb anyways. So you're better off just combining it with red and green. At least that's what I think so. Or blue and green, which will still heal you up a little bit. So now that we got the battery, we have access to that new area. And as you notice, I was grabbing shotgun shells, which means that there's a shotgun somewhere. We're gonna be getting that. It's very useful considering that Chris has other types of enemies that are gonna be appearing later, and the shotgun is perfect to fight those guys. You're probably gonna hate the idea of fighting those guys because we'll see a familiar enemy. It's really annoying. I mean, I don't get why Chris and those guys are intertwined or something like that. It's always them, you know. Let's go this way.
Who is that?
The king was loved, but the queen was feared.
Alexia? No! She's already fully awake. Chris, oh little fishy, come see my hook. Chris, I'm sending some company to keep you entertained. Consider this a small welcoming gift from me. Enjoy.
Yeah, as you can see, we're gonna be fighting the frickin' hunters once again. But unlike the other games, in this game you have to be tracked by this machine that you saw on the cutscene. That it's gonna be on some of the hallways. If the laser that it points around for a while gets to you, the hunter just comes in the room and attacks you. I think it's even worse because at least before you just got into a room, you saw a hunter, you killed it, then you didn't have to worry about it anymore. But now the enemies are gonna be unlimited if you keep getting yourself caught. So I think it's just a lot worse now. So there's that eel blade that fell. And down here I don't think there's anything, but let me check anyways. You can just check the hole, I guess. Eel plate fell into the sewer. There seems to be a passage below. Yep. Yeah, that's for totally later. And let's go this way. Whoa. Not gonna get me. Oh yeah. Now we got a side pack, which I really don't get it. I mean, why doesn't the game just by default give you the space? Why having to walk over here and get the side pack? It doesn't make any sense, really. What's the point of that? You're not gonna have it anyways, then why not just give it to you from the start? And nothing here, right? It's just a little dark, so I don't know if there's like an herb or something around. Oh, a breeze of fresh air just came through the window. It's freaking hot in here. This doorknob is missing. We're gonna be getting a doorknob later because he's too pathetic to just kick the door open, you know? I mean, it's a freaking door made of wood. You can't kick it open? Yeah. You can kill zombies and monsters, but you can't kick a door. Ooh, the knob is missing. I don't want to break the door. I want to get a knob and open it very nicely. Ha 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 ha. Alrighty. I hope I can remember everything that I have to do here, because I kind of forget. I always remember the Claire side very well, but the Chris side is kind of like a blur. So I got this thing, and yeah, I forgot about this side. Chemical storage key, yeah, the chemical thing. I think this file has to do with that. But they don't necessarily tell you the date, which is actually the code to identify the chemical. So you basically have to like scroll around the other files and know when the facility was completed. The date of that is actually the code. So I'll be showing you that later. Yeah, I think it's 12/8, which is either December 8 or August 12. I can't remember which one it was. Oh crap! I didn't want to get in here. Damn it. I got into the wrong one. Yeah, you don't come down here anymore, I think. There's nothing else to do down here other than getting to the box and items. Man, this summer is just so hot. I'm sweating all over the place. And when I record a Let's Play, I don't have a choice but to turn off the fan, because otherwise it's gonna be blowing on the microphone. So look what I'm doing for you guys. I'm recording on the heat. Yeah. Can't remember what I need to do now. I don't know where to go. Oh crap, I forgot. It was the elevator. The second elevator from the second floor, yeah. Yeah, I'm starting to running around circles and wasting video. This was blocked, right? Yeah. So I gotta get up there. Okay, just checking around, and now we go to over here. Let's go to the first floor, I guess. Yeah, for some reason they have bombs on their back. I think there's a file that talks about that. That Alfred put bombs on the soldiers' backs just for fun or something like that. Can't remember very well, but it was kind of sick. So this thing we saw earlier in the game that I said that it was for later, and it's for Chris, is something that we are gonna get later, and yeah, I guess there's nothing to do in here for now. Yep, this place is for later. And this thing is blocked, so let's go down to the first floor basement. Alright, I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.